Hello, Joliet. I'm Peggy Thomas with the City of Joliet, here celebrating the grand opening of the new building of Big Brothers and Big Sisters. I'm here with Lisa Lass, who is the CEO of Big Brothers and Big Sisters, and John Mortimer, who is the chairman of the board of directors. How long have you been doing this, John, sitting on the board?
I've been on the board for about 10 years now.
Okay, and chairman for how long?
About 5.
All right. It's pretty gratifying, isn't it?
Very much so.
It's a wonderful organization.
That it is.
What was it that first led you to even want to be on the board? Who approached you?
Well, actually, I was a big brother for about 5 years before I got on the board.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Beth Hobby was the executive director at the time, and I was excited to be on the board. It's a great opportunity.
That's great. And who was your little brother?
I've actually had about 4 little brothers.
Oh. Oh, how wonderful.
So the first one is now, he's majority age already, so that shows how old I am.
Oh, I think that's great. And Lisa, how proud you must be to be in this great building with its history, and you're doing a wonderful job. So how are you feeling tonight?
Well, Peggy, this is really exciting because this is really kind of the culmination of a lot of hard work from John Mortimer, because as our board chair, he was the one that really started the ball rolling. He brought me here to see this building year and a half ago, and we walked through the building, and I said, oh, wouldn't that be a dream? And now a year later, here we are, through the generosity of many people.
Absolutely, and if you remember, we were on several months ago, before the grand opening, going through it and just reaching out to the public, telling you what a fabulous organization this is, what it does for the young men and the young women, and in these wonderful surroundings that came furnished,
Yes.
you know, and all the wonderful people who have helped with their donations, big and small. It's truly gratifying and much appreciated. So you want to just tell them a little bit, because we're doing some self-guided tours. What all is going on tonight?
Well, tonight we have all the friends who have really supported us with the efforts to have a new building, because while the building's great, what it really does is really gives us the opportunity to serve more kids and to serve them better. So what we did is we're throwing a party today, kind of a nice little barbecue cookout outside. They're grilling hamburgers and hot dogs and brats, and we're inviting people to come in, those who have helped us either as friends that are involved in our programs or who donated, and we're going to also acknowledge some of our major donors tonight. And so it's just kind of a big party and a big celebration.
Well, I'm excited, and I have downloaded my application to be a big sister.
Right.
So now I just have to take the time to get it filled out, and I won't keep either of you. I know you've got a lot of socializing to do, and we will just continue on with more interviews of great people who support this fantastic Big Brothers Big Sisters organization. I'm here with 2 of the board of directors members, Carol Klotz and Steve Shear. Your involvement, how did you start getting on the board? How did you start getting involved with this terrific association?
My name is Carol Klotz, and I work for Stoffen & Gazy. And originally, we do a golf outing for my husband, my late husband, and we had interviewed several organizations to see who we thought needed the most money for the non-for-profits in the Joliet area. And Big Brothers came up number 1 on our list, and we have, for the past 4 years, have donated to Big Brothers and Big Sisters every year after the golf outing. We feel it's just a tremendous organization in the community, and I've been on the board for the past 3 years, and I'm very proud to be part of this organization.
Oh, I think that's wonderful, and it's so kind. And another reason for our viewers, if Carol looks familiar to you, she was the winner in the local Dancing with the Stars. Her Latin routine brought the house down and made her the winner. I thought that was great. I loved watching that.
Thank you.
All right, are you going to go for a repeat next year?
We're just going back to do an encore. We are not competing. So.
All right. Steve Shear, how long have you been with Big Brothers and Big Sisters, and how did you get involved?
About 8 years I've been on the board. I'm currently vice chair. I was asked by a former director to serve on the board to represent Grundy County. And the board has sort of changed over the years, and it's grown a little bit, and we've expanded our reach. And we think it's a very good project to be involved with.
Oh, it really is. And how excited were you to get this building?
We were tremendously excited. It was like, finally we just said, we had termites coming out of our ceiling in our last building, and at one meeting I just said, let's go for broke, guys, because, you know, we either have to make a prominent stance in the community, or we're just going to sit back and we're going to crumble and die. And so here we are.
I know,
We're very
it's
happy.
wonderful. Thank you so much for taking the time for this interview, and I'll let you go now.
All right. Thanks.
Okay. Well, I don't think our next guest needs an introduction, but I'll tell you anyway, it's our Joliet City Councilwoman, Jan Quillman. Jan, I know that you are very involved in this wonderful organization, and what nice words do you have to say about it?
I can't say enough nice words about it. I'm just so happy that they were able to get the new building, because the other building they had was just really on its last legs. And since they've moved here, they've torn that building down.
Oh, I heard horror stories about it.
It was horrible. And I'm so happy for them. But however, you still have to pay the piper. And they're having a fundraiser called the Grand Finale, which is all desserts. We had it last year.
Ooh, I'm thinking there's going to be a lot of chocolate involved.
Chocolate and strawberries and champagne.
Oh, yum. When is this?
It's October 12th at 3:30 at the Jacob Henry Victorian Mansion.
Oh, I love that place.
And again, it did sell out last year. The tickets are $50, and of course, there's corporate sponsorships available as well. And you can call Big Brothers and Sisters for that.
Oh, great! This will be a really great event. I know I'm going to call and buy some tickets, and the cost of your ticket is going to be a wonderful time, and it goes to benefit Big Brothers and Big Sisters.
And it does, and it's just for a good cause, because I can't think of anything better than these kids that need mentors. Little kids that don't have a parent that is a mentor to them. They may have one or two parent and not the other parent. And I just give these folks a lot of credit to mentor these children. Take the time. And if you have nothing to do at home, take a little time and be a mentor to these kids, because you will get more back from them than they'll get from you.
Oh, I believe it. Something that all of you might not know, and I'm going to go ahead and blab about it, is Jan, when she has the city suite at the Jackhammers game, she donates it to the Big Brothers and Big Sisters, and you pop for the pizzas and the pop, and I happen to know from Lisa Lass that this is the kids' favorite event of the year. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Well,
now,
sure.
I'm kind of making you.
Well, actually, it's fun for them. I got to thinking, they get to go to a ball game once in a while, but how fun would it be for them to be in a suite, especially at our wonderful Jackhammers Park with our winning team. I like to say winning team, be positive.
I have so much fun every time I go there. I love it. I love it.
And they get in there and they just think that it's so much fun. And one little boy wrote a little story last year that he was so happy to be in a place with bulletproof glass, and that's how excited they are. He's about 8 years old, and he just thought that was the berries.
What do they do when Jammer shows up in the suite? Do they just go crazy?
They just squeal and scream, and they can't believe that Jammer's there. And one year we had Champ come up to the suite, and he was the little dog, and he was so gracious and let all the kids pet them. And then, of course, their announcement was on the big board, and then also Channel 6 TV came up to the suite, and a few of them got to be on TV for a short time.
I think that's wonderful. Thank you so much for taking the time to do this interview with me, and I'll let you go now so you can go be social. And once again, our Joliet City Councilwoman, Miss Jan Quillman.
Well, thank you, Peggy, and you do a terrific job, too, as well as you, Dick. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks. I'm here with Dr. Michael Vinciguerra. He's the president of the University of St. Francis here in Joliet. Dr. Vinciguerra, what is your involvement in the Big Brothers Big Sisters organization?
Well, they're a good neighbor because they're going to be working very closely in partnership with the university as we both seek to serve our community and our local neighborhood. So we'll be doing a number of programs that we've already begun some already.
Can you share some of those with us?
Sure can.
Okay.
Some of our social work students and internship programs are doing some work in helping develop the social work program here at Big Brothers Big Sisters. Our business center, USF Solutions, will be working with them in creating a new business plan. We have ministry students who are trying to extend out to our student population more ways in which we can serve jointly together. So there are a lot of exciting things.
Oh, that's wonderful. And you get to work with Lisa, who I personally just absolutely love, and I think she's done a remarkable job here.
She sure has. And Big Brothers Big Sisters is just a remarkable association.
Oh, it is. And I think you are going to be the perfect fit for the best neighbor.
Well, it's the best neighbor we can have.
Oh, thank you, Doctor.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm here with Don Brown, who's a fairly new member to the board of directors here at Big Brothers and Big Sisters. How did you get involved, Don?
Well, believe it or not, Lisa and I are high school classmates.
Oh,
we
you're
go
kidding!
all the way back to high school. So yes, Lisa and I have stayed in touch over the years, and she's asked me on numerous occasions to come and help her out here on the board. So I finally gave in, and it's been an outstanding experience so far. So.
Oh, I know. Now, do you work?
Actually,
where is your occupation?
Actually, I am a banker with Grundy Bank, and I live in Morris, Illinois, so I'm kind of the Grundy County representative on the board.
Our liaison.
Our liaison.
Oh,
there you
yes.
are. There you go.
That's great. So how is it, did you kind of feel like the new kid on the block when you came in?
Most definitely. In fact, it's kind of interesting because my very first board meeting, the vote was to purchase this building. So I was like in awe the first meeting of, wow, we just spent almost $1 million on my very first meeting. So, but as it's turned out, as you can see, this is just a wonderful building.
And I'm getting the vibe that I think you're going to be liking staying on the board a while. It seems to fit.
I think so. I like this organization, what we do. We've got a great board. We keep bringing on new members, and obviously in Grundy County, we're trying to get more representation into Grundy County because, again, being a lifelong resident, we've always thought, oh, that's a Joliet, Will County organization.
Right.
But the more I've learned, and Lisa especially has made major efforts to try and get the word out in Grundy County.
We're neighbors.
Exactly.
And we should add you to the team, and I'm glad that we did.
Oh, great. Thank you.
Good.
Thank
well,
you.
I hope that I'm interviewing you again at another function.
Very good. Thank you.
Thanks, Don.
Okay.
County Treasurer Pat McGuire, also a very old friend of mine. Pat, you are so good about contributing to the community and going to the events, and Big Brothers and Big Sisters is such a wonderful organization. Your feelings, your involvement?
This is great. Frankly, I've had my eye on this building for a long time. I once wanted to buy it and open a restaurant. Then I wanted to buy it and open a bookstore. I never had the money. So I'm very pleased that Big Brothers Big Sisters is here now. This is a great location. I'm impressed by the partnership between the University of St. Francis and Big Brothers Big Sisters.
Yes.
There's a lot of potential there.
Oh, absolutely. And have you ever now someone like you, I know how busy you are, but you would be a wonderful mentor to have a little brother or to even get more involved. I could see you sitting on the board here.
I'll think about it.
Oh.
One reason I've always been fond of this building is because my grandparents, Emmett and Mildred McGuire, grew up just down the street at 516 Taylor Street. So I used to cavort up and down this block of Taylor Street when there was a place called the Chicken House, I think it was, on the corner. Do you remember that?
No, but I do remember down the street was Weber's Dairy, where all you guys walked from Catholic High.
Yeah, but there was also a Weber's Dairy outpost right here. I mean, in recent years, it was a laundromat.
I don't remember that. There was a Weber's Dairy?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. There was a little ice cream shop there.
You can tell that we go way, way back. I actually am one of the people who call him Muggs, so that tells you how far back we go. Oh, my gosh. It's just, and I do have to say, getting away from while we're here, it was so exciting to see you become treasurer and to see you, because you were so thrilled with it. You were so happy, and you're doing a very good job.
Thank you.
So
and I'm proud to say that this coming week, September 3rd and September 5th, there are going to be ribbon cutting ceremonies at Joliet West on the September 3rd and Joliet Central on September 5th, and we're opening in-school credit unions at both schools. And this is part of a similar mission to Big Brothers Big Sisters. We want kids to get into the habit of saving, and we figure if we give them the opportunity to do that right at school, maybe they'll get into the habit of saving early, and we'll the next generation will be able to avoid the kind of debacle that Will County's suffering from right now.
Yeah, I think that's great. I'm also thrilled that we're getting the Tigers back, and it's the Tigers and the Steelmen. I'm very happy about
The field houses look beautiful, don't they?
Oh, they look wonderful. They look wonderful. It is. Joliet is great. It really is. It's a great place to live and work and grow up and raise your kids, and we know because we've done it.
That's why we're still here.
That's right. All right. Oh, thank you, Pat, so much, everybody.
Thank you.
Pat McGuire. I'm pleased to introduce all of you to Sharon Merwin. She sits on the Historic Preservation Committee, and I wanted to interview her because where this new building is located, and for those of you who are from Joliet, you understand where it is. We are just smack dab in the middle of so many historic homes and buildings in the city of Joliet, and the particular building we're in right here, the Big Brothers and Big Sisters new location, it's got a colorful history. It's been several things. I'm going to have Sharon fill you in on some of this because it really is interesting. Should we start with the building or the area, Sharon?
Let's start with the area.
Okay.
I would say the building it's on Route 30, Plainfield Road, and it's in a very visible location. Across the street is the University of St. Francis, which has been here for quite some time.
Yes.
And also, we're in the general area of the university. It's the Upper Bluff National Register Historic District. We have some National Register landmarks there, but it's also a local district and quite a number of local landmarks there. So that's a very historic area.
Yes.
And then also, kind of to the northeast of us, is an area we informally call the Quarry District. And the reason we call it that is because that's where stone came from. Joliet limestone was one of the places where the quarries were done. There were a number of also German immigrants came to that area. They were stone cutters and stone masons, but they also had a brewery. There was a Searing Brewery just on Bridge Street. So there's been a lot of history in this area. Because it's old Joliet, you've seen a number of uses, a number of industries that have come in this area as more people have come through the area. So that's part of it, I'm sure.
You know how you were talking about that, the Upper Bluff District and all the registered, do you think that they would ever be able to do like a self-walking tour with plaques and information, almost like they do in Boston and downtown Boston, where people can just go and walk the route and read markers and see that? Is that possibly on the horizon?
For this area, yes. It's already done downtown. There's already brochures for downtown Joliet, but there can also be for this area, for some of the notable
somebody could just have their
places.
brochure and walk
Right.
and get all the
Yeah.
history. Oh, I think that's great.
The
because
university
it is-
may have something too. I'm not positive, but the university may just even in their area. Just kind of across the street is the Mother House, and that has undergone a huge renovation, a huge restoration a couple years ago. So there are definitely other places to see.
Oh, I know. There's so much here. You really should treat yourself and just on a nice day come for a walk in this area.
It'd be a nice walk.
Oh, yes.
Very nice walk.
What about the history of this building that we're in?
Okay, I'll have to look at my cheat sheet a little bit.
Cheat sheets are fine.
But it's had a number of uses, and in the beginning it was, let me look at the fine print.
They're very cute.
It was a Chicago architect, Walter W. Alschlager and Company, and they were the architects for this building, and it was originally a mortuary, originally a funeral home. It was built in 1937, and then in 1947 this was a Knights of Columbus Hall, and it was that for quite some time until they built their new location further west. I think it's on Republic or
The one out on Jefferson.
Out on Jefferson.
Jefferson and Infantry Drive.
That's
I think I had a prom there.
Yeah, there were many wedding receptions held here when it was the Knights of Columbus Hall. And then in 1966, it returned back to a funeral home, and it was the Richard J. Coyne Funeral Home. And then in 1972, Gary Lichtenwalter, who was a Joliet realtor, he remodeled this, and there was a number of professional services in the building. There was a beauty shop in the salon, and there were some other professional services. And then in 1986, Erna Stadelman bought the building, and she had an interior design building, and she had that here, and there were also some rental units upstairs. So she had that until 1998, and in that year Ron Stonich bought the building, and he probably took out all the funeral business and some of the professional businesses, and he took out there was a 4-car garage out back, and that was kind of changed. So there was a lot of renovation, restoration done at that time. And then in 2008, as you know, Big Brothers Big Sisters bought the building.
Yes. Oh, God, that's great. Thank you so much. And one thing I would like to mention to our viewers, you are on the Historic Committee.
The Historic Preservation
And
Commission.
if someone watching this would think, gosh, you know what, I would like to know more about Joliet, the history of this particular area, who would they call to find out more information?
You could call our preservation planner, Barb Newberg. She's at the City of Joliet. I believe her phone number is 724-4052.
Great.
We also have a website, joliethpc.com.
Great.
We have some pictures of our landmarks there. There's some of our informational forms. And then also on Channel 6, every so often, thanks to the wonderful people at JCTV, we've done some videos about our preservation projects and some of our homes and landmarks. So you can find out more there too.
Excellent. Thank you so much. And seriously, everybody, check out the website, make a phone call, come down and see for yourself. This really is a very cool area. Thank you. Okay, this is so exciting. First, thank you so much, viewers, for watching this special show about Big Brothers and Big Sisters and celebrating their open house. We're wrapping up now, and if you will recall, Sharon was just talking about the history of this building that Big Brothers and Big Sisters is in, and she happened to mention that it used to be, one of its names, was the Knights of Columbus. Well, with me is my cameraman and president of Channel 6, Dick Schuster, and his beautiful wife, Millie. And 47 years ago, these two kids were here at their wedding reception. Oh, my God. What was it like? Was this like the place to book?
Well, we were so young. I think at the time it was the Young Americans Club that was the place to book, and I think we put $5 down to hold it.
Oh, my God.
And Dick's dad was a fourth degree Knights of Columbus, and he said, I'm going to see if we can get the Knights of Columbus for an evening reception, which they never had before.
Oh, that was a big to-do.
It was.
Oh my
We were
God.
special.
Oh my God! Oh, and what was it like back then? I mean, did you have the bar and the catered food and the dancing? What was it? What was the reception like here at the Knights of Columbus 47 years ago?
We didn't have it at the bar. The bar was downstairs. That was closed off. But they had a champagne fountain in the center of the room, so people could go up with their glass and fill
Fill
the
her up?
champagne. That was
And were
as
they
much
filling
liquor
her
as
up?
they got. Yeah, I think so. But yeah, that was the first night reception that was held here
Oh my God!
in 1961.
Now, when you had your first dance, who was playing the music?
Oh, I don't even know, Peggy, anymore. Do you remember, Dick? Well, I don't even
There
remember.
was
Isn't that
2 or
awful?
3 people.
It was so long ago, Peggy, and we have Alzheimer's by now.
No. And did you have the thing where you came in the wedding party and you had what was the dinner like back then? Did you have a buffet?
We had
Mrs.
Silverman, who was a caterer, and her son was in our wedding, also Doug Silverman, and she was a very, very good cook, and everybody wanted her at that time. So we were lucky enough to have her.
Wow. What are your memories? Oh, you're going down memory lane. I can see it in your eyes. Oh,
Well, we were pretty young. Yeah, we drove to Florida for our honeymoon in our 1955 Dodge. Yeah, I thought that was like a new car. Well, it wasn't that old. 55, was it? 61.
Oh my God. Where in Florida did you go?
Fort Lauderdale?
Hollywood, yeah.
And was that just happening? Was that a big deal?
Yeah. Well, to us,
to
because
us.
Surfside 6 was there. Remember the TV show Surfside 6? Or no, you too young. You wouldn't remember this. Anyway, they had the boat tied up there at a dock in Hollywood, between Hollywood and Miami, and it said Surfside 6, and that's where they filmed all those TV shows.
Oh,
so
my
we went over and
God.
looked at it and walked on the boat.
Now, did you guys meet in high school at a dance?
Actually, it was a blind date.
Oh! Who set it up?
Well, I worked at St. Joseph's Hospital in the office on the switchboard on the weekends when I was in high school. And when I got into junior college, I met a young man, Jim Caswell, who was a friend of Dick's at the time. And he said, I'm going to pair you two up. And he did.
Mm-hmm.
And we ended up getting married before him and his girlfriend, who worked with me at the hospital. So we kind of hit it off right away.
Well, no, look at your eyes are still lighting up. I'm really happy here. Oh my God, I think that's wonderful, and what memories. Now, how long, when you guys had your wedding reception here and you were the first evening reception, how long had it been at Knights of Columbus?
Oh, I don't even know. Dick would probably know better than me. His dad was.
Look on that literature. Probably 10 years.
So it had
I
been a
think.
while, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
10 years, I think.
Okay. Oh, thank you so much for sharing that story. I don't think I can hear it enough. And thank you, Joliet, for tuning in and watching this fun event here at Big Brothers and Big Sisters and getting a little look into my cameraman and his beautiful wife, Millie. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Excited that you came to join us today on this wonderful and beautiful day, and what a beautiful thought of being here to share this lovely day, and not a better place in the whole Will Grundy County than Joliet at Big Brothers and Big Sisters opening day. It's a treat to have each and every one of you share your time with us, and we know definitely that it comes from the heart, because if not, you would not be here for this special day. And we have a beautiful facility that we welcome you with open arms, and we hope that this isn't going to be your first time here. We hope that you feel free, that the doors are always open for you, and we want you to come on board each and every moment you possibly can. We're going to go ahead and start out today by sharing with you a little bit about the finale. Can I just see how many people attended last year? Wow, this is fabulous. And we hope everybody's going to continue to join on board with us. At this moment, I would like to bring up the chairman of this year's finale, Lori McPhillips, who has gone above and beyond for 2 years in a row now to lead everyone on this great campaign.
Thanks. This year, we have a co-chair with me, which is Clarice Cofield. We didn't introduce her earlier. But it's a wonderful event. We were sold out last year. We're really excited this year. We have a bigger venue, so we're going to sell out again. We have more tickets. And Notice the flyers strategically located around the office here. And please pick up on one on your way out. It's going to be a wonderful event. We have a lot of great restaurants signed up for it. There's some great raffle prizes too. So there's something for everyone. So thank you.
Thanks, Lori. Each and every year when we come on board with an idea and a project, we always take a look at what we did in the past. And our passion is to make things bigger. And if you notice, it says the big finale. Well, guess what? We're going to live up to this expectation, and it's going to be absolutely out of the box. Now, how do I think it's going to be out of the box? Because I know that there's so many of you that have come with us today on board. This year, we're going to do a special little project, and the project is going to be a mentoring project. Now, this is not the same as the mentoring project that we normally do with Big Brother and Big Sister. It's a mentoring project that you're going to have an opportunity to find out more about a person's career choice, and it's going to be for all of us lifelong learners. Just take a look around in our room and see how many people right here, right now, have these wonderful little green sheets, because they showed a little sign of interest that they're finding a special place in their heart, and they're going to come on board with us. So if you would, I'm seeing a few. Oh, look here. Here we go. Raise them up. Come on now. We need to have you people here really be proud of the fact. And now it's an opportunity for you to see what's in store for you. Many times we think mentoring. I can't do a mentoring project. I've got a job, I've got a family, I've got kids, and the list gets longer and longer. But you have a little spot in your heart. And this is an opportunity to just participate with us by signing up for maybe an hour, 2 hours, a day. It is an opportunity for somebody else to find out what the walk is really like if they had an opportunity of walking in your shoes. I have one daughter that says, I want to go for Obama, and I want him to be on the Big Brother and Big Sister list. I have another friend that says, guess what? I want to do it because I think we should invite Hillary Clinton to participate with us on this particular project. We need each and every one of you. And I'm excited that so many of you stepped up to the plate today and are showing some signs of excitement and interest, and it's got to be contagious for whenever we want anything to be successful. So keep it in mind. I will contact the rest of you. We have plenty in our little carrier here. If there are a few more of you that would be interested in finding out more details, all you need to do is fill your name in on the piece of paper, drop it off in the little basket on your way out this afternoon, or better yet, contact me as we're here tonight enjoying the rest of a wonderful afternoon. I thank you so very much. Remember the real truth about mentoring. Mentoring is an opportunity for you to share in the life of someone else. This is some opportunity that you can see, and it will be with you as long as you have this little green sheet in your pocket, and now it goes to memory. It says mentoring to make your dreams come true. And there's many of us that know that we're lifelong learners, and we hope to see this is going to enrich our life, and maybe we'll get a chance to see what another career is like that maybe we haven't had an opportunity yet